Hey guys, welcome to this video on algorithm analysis, and here we want to prove that n to the power of 6 is big omega of n squared using limits. And in the green rectangle here I have the limit asymptotic theorem that states if we have a limit as n approaches infinity of a function that we call f of n divided by another function that we call g of n, and it's equal to some limit L, or that we call L, then we look at one of three cases. The first case states that if L, which is our limit, is equal to 0, then our function f of n belongs to big O of g of n. Now, if our limit L is equal to some constant value, which we call c, and c is greater than 0, then our function f of n belongs to big theta of g of n. Now, in our third case, we check to see if our limit L is equal to infinity, and if it is, then our function f of n belongs to big omega of another function that we call g of n. All right, so that's our theorem, and now let's go ahead and get to work and prove that n to the power of 6 is big omega of n to the power of 2, or n squared, using that theorem. All right, so I'm going to change the color here to blue. And first thing we're going to do is identify our function f of n. So our function f of n is equal to n to the power of 6. And our function g of n is equal to n to the power of 2, or n squared. All right, and now our theorem states that if we have a limit as n approaches infinity of f of n divided by g of n, we can then check the cases to see what that limit equals and determine if it's big omega, or I'm sorry, if f of n belongs to big omega or big O or big theta of g of n. All right. So let's go ahead and find out what that limit is. So we're going to rewrite this. We're going to have the limit as n approaches infinity of n to the power of 6, because we said f of n was n to the power of 6 and g of n is n squared. All right. So this right here is just equal to the limit as n approaches infinity of, well, n divided by 6, n to the power of 6 divided by n to the power of 2 is n to the power of 4. All right, and this, of course, is equal to infinity, which is our limit L. All right, now we look at our cases, and if we look at the third case, we see that in this case, L is equal to infinity. So we can conclude that our function f of n belongs to big omega of g of n, which implies that n to the power of 6, which is our f of n, belongs to big omega of n to the power of 2, which is our g of n, by the third case. All right, and that's our answer, guys. And let me make sure I spell out case here. All right, so thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any questions you have in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And if you found this video helpful, please share it. And I'll be sure to put more video links on algorithm analysis and other computer science and discrete math topics like AVL trees and summations. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.